Hello viewers, welcome to English Only Zone. Today we are going to study a poem from your treasure trove book, and the name of the poem is The Heart of the Tree, and it is written by Henry Culler Bunner. Let's study about the poet. Henry Culler Bunner was an American novelist, journalist and poet who has written a beautiful poem about the benefits of planting a tree. So in this poem, The Heart of the Tree, the poet has written about the benefits of planting a tree. He emphasizes the fact that the people who plant a tree don't plant for themselves but for the coming generation. He says in the poem that the person who plants a tree, he doesn't plant the tree for himself but he plants the tree for the coming generation. Let's move to the next topic, that is about the poem. Though the poem was written years back when there was no such alarming situation to save environment like it is today, still the poem is much relevant today. This poem was written years back, and at the time when this poem was written, there was no such alarming situation of saving the environment because the people were quite alert. They were eager to save the environment themselves. They were much close to the nature. But today, this poem seems very much relevant. Today, rapid industrialization and urbanization has led to reckless cutting down of trees, which is creating a devastating impact on humanity. Due to rapid industrialization and urbanization, which has led to reckless cutting down of trees, due to all these things, the trees are cutting down, and the cutting down of trees is having a bad impact on humanity. Trees give us oxygen, and you know very well that in today's time, in the current situation, how much we are in need of oxygen. People are dying because of the lack of oxygen. Yes? So if we would have planted even a single tree, if each one of us would have planted even a single tree, all this pandemic situation might not have been created. So nature always waits for the right time to respond to our behavior. And today the nature is responding to our bad behavior towards it. So we have to start the poem now. Before starting, I would advise you to watch the full video, because in this video you will be knowing about some of the important facts which are important for your exams and which may come in your class 10th board exams also. Let's move. The poem begins with a question. First I'll read the stanza for you and then we will discuss the meaning. The poem begins with a question written by a poet, and he writes, "What is a plant who plants a tree?" And after writing the question, he himself gives the answer. He plants a friend of sun and sky. He plants the flag of breezes free, the shaft of beauty towering high. He plants a home to heaven and I, for song and mother croon of bird, in hushed and happy twilight heard, the treble of heaven's harmony. These things he plants who plants a tree. The poem begins with a question made by the poet, and then after making the question, he himself gives the answer, and in the end of the stanza, he says that all things are planted by the person who plants a tree. Let's see what all things a person plants who plants a tree. He plants a friend of sun and sky. How the tree is a friend of sun and sky? See, the tree gets its sunlight from sun, and this sunlight is very much important for the process of photosynthesis. And then it is also a friend of sky. Why it is a friend of sky? First of all, it is so high that it reaches near the sky. Okay? And secondly, it gets its carbon dioxide from sky. The tree also needs carbon dioxide during the process of photosynthesis, and then it gives out the oxygen. So use some knowledge of biology here in this poem. So the person who plants a tree, he plants a friend of sun and sky. Why the friend of sun? Because he receives sunlight. The tree receives sunlight from sun, which is very much helpful during the process of photosynthesis, and the plant or the tree also receives carbon dioxide from the sky. He plants the flag of breezes free. How the tree is a flag of breeze? See, when the breeze blows, the leaves act as if they are the flag. लीव्स ऐसे हिलती हैं ट्री की, ऐसा लगता है उनको देखकर कि जैसे वो फ्लैग हो, और जो ट्री का जो ट्रंक होता है वो फ्लैग के पोल की तरह होता है. सो द पर्सन हु प्लांट्स अ ट्री, ही प्लांट्स द फ्लैग ऑफ ब्रीजेस. द shaft of beauty towering high. What is the meaning of shaft? It means a long narrow part of something. It's a beautiful picture which is towering high. It is actually, this line actually means that the person who plants a tree, he plants a beautiful serenic picture of the trees, of the nature. You can see the picture here. You can see this image, the tall trees, and from there sunlight is coming. So such beautiful pictures are planted by the person who plants a tree. He plants a home to heaven and I. He also plants a home to heaven. Home to heaven and I means high, up there, close to heaven. How he plants a home close to heaven? He plants a home close to heaven because as the tree grows up, it seems that it is going towards the heaven. For song and mother croon of bird, in hushed and happy twilight heard. The person who plants a tree, he also plants a home for birds, because we know that birds make their nests on trees. And during the twilight time means in the silence during the evening time, when it is the time of the birds to go to sleep, the mother birds, they sing a very mild toned song. बहुत ही हल्की सी आवाज़ में सॉन्ग गाती हैं अपने बेबीज़ के लिए. मदर बर्ड्स जो होती हैं अपने बेबीज़ के लिए सॉन्ग गाती हैं ट्वाइलाइट के समय, सो दैट देयर बेबीज़ में स्लीप. सो द पर्सन हु प्लांट्स अ ट्री, ही प्लांट्स अ होम फॉर द बर्ड्स, एंड ही ऑल्सो while planting the home for birds, he also plants a beautiful music, the treble of heaven's harmony. It means heaven's sweet song is heard. जब birds गाना गाती हैं तो ऐसा लगता है उनके सॉन्ग को सुनकर कि जैसे हेवन का ही कोई म्यूजिक नीचे सुनाया जा रहा हो. These things he plants who plants a tree. So all these things are planted by the person who plants a tree. So what we have studied in this stanza, the person who plants a tree, he plants a friend of sun and sky. He plants the flag. The leaves of the tree, they act as flags. He also plants the shaft of beauty, a beautiful picture which is quite high. He plants a home for the birds, and the birds, they make their nest there and they sing the beautiful song, and it seems that the song is coming from the heaven itself. So all these things are planted by the person who plants a tree. I hope this stanza is clear to you. And if you have any doubts still in this stanza, you can write down in the comment section. I will surely answer. Now let's move on to the next stanza. The next stanza again starts with a question. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants cool shade and tender rain, and seed and bud of days to be, and years that fade and flush again. He plants the glory of the plain. He plants the forest's heritage, the harvest of a coming age, the joy that unborn eyes shall see. These things he plants who plants a tree. Let's understand the meaning of this stanza. The poet says, he plants cool shade and tender rain. The person who plants trees, he plants cool shade. Trees के नीचे हमें shade मिलती है, cool shade मिलती है, and it also plants tender rain, gentle rain. Tender means gentle rain, because we know that trees only bring rain. And seed and bud of days to be. We know that after planting a tree, when we get a fruit from it, फ्रूट में से सीड निकलती है और उसी सीड से दूसरा ट्री भी प्लांट हो सकता है, और उस ट्री पर फ्रूट निकलने से पहले एक बर्ड होती है, बर्ड से फ्लावर्स बनते हैं, है ना. तो यूज योर knowledge of biology here in this stanza also. So the person who plants trees, he plants seed and bud of days to be. Days to be means for future days. एंड ईयर्स दैट फेड एंड फ्लैश अगेन, वी नो कि अगर एक प्लांट जब ऊपर जब बड़ा होता है उसके कुछ समय बाद, मतलब कुछ ईयर्स के बाद वो प्लांट डेड हो जाता है, बट उस प्लांट से जो सीड मिलती है, उस सीड को अगर हम दोबारा से उस सीड को वो सीड अगर सॉइल में गिर जाती है अपने आप, तो उस पर से दोबारा से एक ट्री निकल आता है। तो ईयर्स दैट फेड एंड फ्लैश अगेन, तो एक ट्री है वो फेड हो जाता है, बट उसकी जो सीड है वो दोबारा से फ्लरिशिंग होकर दोबारा से एक ट्री बन जाती है। He plants the glory of the plain. He plants the glory of the plain. Glory of the plain means the person who plants a tree, he plants the beauty of the plain. See, nobody likes to live in desert. Everybody likes to live in some greenish areas, है ना? The places which where we have a lot of greenery all around. सो ही प्लांट्स द ग्लोरी ऑफ द प्लेन, और उस प्लेन को ग्लोरी कौन दिलवाता है? ट्रीज दिलवाते हैं। हम किस एरिया को ज़्यादा अच्छा मानते हैं रहने के लिए? जहाँ पर ट्रीज हों। तो ही प्लांट्स द ग्लोरी ऑफ द प्लेन। ही प्लांट्स द फॉरेस्ट हेरिटेज। मीनिंग ऑफ फॉरेस्ट हेरिटेज, ही प्लांट्स द ट्रेडिशन ऑफ फॉरेस्ट। एज आई टोल्ड यू इन दिस फोर्थ लाइन फ्रॉम टॉप एंड ईयर्स दैट फेड एंड फ्लैश अगेन, कि जब एक ट्री की सीड गिरती है तो उस पर से दूसरा ट्री आ जाता है, उसके बाद उसकी अगर कोई सीड गिरेगी तो थर्ड ट्री बन जाता है। इस तरीके से पूरा पूरा फॉरेस्ट बन जाता है। अगर कोई पर्सन सिर्फ एक ट्री प्लांट करता है, उसकी अच्छे से केयर करता है, तो उससे पूरा फॉरेस्ट भी बनाया जा सकता है। He plants the forest's heritage, the harvest of a coming age. And most importantly, the person who plants a tree, he doesn't plant for himself. He plants it for the coming age, for the future generation. देखो, अगर हम एक ट्री लगाते हैं तो ज़रूरी नहीं है उस ट्री के बेनिफिट्स हमें मिलें। वी नेवर नो व्हेन कैन वी डाई। तो उस ट्री का जो बेनिफिट है वो हमारी कमिंग जनरेशन्स को मिलता है। द जॉय दैट अनबॉर्न आइज दैट शैल सी, these things he plants who plants a tree. Now, unborn eyes means the joy that unborn children will see. Coming generation में unborn children होते हैं, जो बच्चे अभी आए नहीं है इस वर्ल्ड में, तो वो बच्चे इस ट्री के जॉय को महसूस कर पाएंगे, इस ट्री के जॉय को वो देख पाएंगे, इसके फ्रूट्स खा पाएंगे, इसकी कूल शेड में बैठ पाएंगे, इस ट्री की हेल्प से जो रेन मिलेगी इनको, उस रेन में वो इंजॉय कर पाएंगे। So all these things he plants who plants a tree. Let's revise this stanza. The person who plants a tree plants cool shade and gentle rain. He also plants seeds and buds for future days. And when the tree dies, it leaves its seeds behind. And with the help of those seeds, new trees, they start developing. He also plants the glory of the plain because nobody likes to live in a deserted area. Everybody likes to live in greenery. He plants the forest's heritage and the harvest of the coming age के लिए, फ्यूचर जनरेशन के लिए भी वो ट्रीज प्लांट करता है, जिसका इन ट्रीज को प्लांट करने का जो जॉय है वो फ्यूचर जनरेशन ही इंजॉय कर पाते हैं। ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर प्लांटेड बाय द पर्सन हु प्लांट्स अ ट्री। आई होप नाउ द सेकेंड स्टैंजा इज ऑल्सो क्लियर टू यू। लेट्स कम टू द थर्ड स्टैंजा और द लास्ट स्टैंजा ऑफ द पोम। व्हाट डज ही प्लांट हु प्लांट्स अ ट्री? He plants in sap and leaf and food, in love of home and loyalty, and Farkas thought of civic good, his blessings on the neighborhood, who in the hollow of his hand holds all the growth of all our land. A nation's growth from sea to sea stills in the heart who plants a tree. Again, the third stanza begins with a question, and in this stanza, the poet answers in a more materialistic manner. See, in the first stanza में कुछ materialistic चीज़ें नहीं थी, नॉन मटेरियलिस्टिक थी, कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें जिनको हम इमेजिन कर सकते हैं। सेकेंड स्टैंजा में थोड़ी सी मटेरियलिस्टिक, और थर्ड स्टैंजा में पूरी तरीके से मटेरियलिस्टिक चीज़ थी। He plants in sap and leaf and wood. What is the meaning of in sap? The liquid that carries minerals to all parts of the plant. So he plants in sap, leaf, wood, in love of home and loyalty. Why he plants the tree? He plants the tree for the love of his home, for the loyalty of his home, for the loyalty towards his nation, for the loyalty towards his neighborhood. भाई, अगर हम एक ट्री लगाते हैं तो उसका बेनिफिट हमारे होम को मिलेगा, हमारे घर वालों को मिलेगा, हमारी फ्यूचर जनरेशन को मिलेगा, हमारे नेबरहुड को मिलेगा, और हमारी लोकेलिटी को उसका फ़ायदा मिलेगा. So the person who plants a tree, he plants that for the love of his home and loyalty towards his home and neighborhood. And Farkas thought of civic good. Meaning of civic good? Welfare of the people. The person who plants a tree, he thinks for the welfare of the people. And that is the reason why he plants the tree. His blessings on the neighborhood. And he leaves his blessings on his neighborhood. एक ट्री प्लांट करके वो अपने नेबरहुड को अपनी ब्लेसिंग्स देता है एंड दे कैन एंजॉय अंडर द कूल शेड ऑफ द ट्री. हु इन द हॉलो ऑफ हिज हैंड होल्ड्स ऑल द ग्रोथ ऑफ ऑल हिज लैंड. ही इन द हॉलो ऑफ हिज हैंड, द पर्सन हु प्लांट्स अ ट्री, वो अपने हाथों में इस नेशन की ग्रोथ को होल्ड करता है. वो जिन हाथों से वो एक ट्री प्लांट कर रहा है, उन हाथों में वो पूरे नेशन की ग्रोथ को होल्ड करता है. उन हाथों में जो ट्री है वो उसको प्लांट कर भी सकता है, और जो उन हाथों में ट्री उनको वो फेंक भी सकता है. जो हमें प्लांट्स मिलते हैं प्लांट करने के लिए, अगर वो पर्सन चाहता है कि उसके नेशन को फ़ायदा मिले, उसके नेशन की ग्रोथ हो, तभी वो उस ट्री को प्लांट करेगा. अदरवाइज ही वुड ड्रॉप दैट आइडिया ऑफ प्लांटिंग द ट्री. A nation's growth from sea to sea. Sea to sea means from one country to another. और जब एक नेशन की ग्रोथ होती है तो उसकी जो तारीफ होती है वो अलग अलग कंट्रीज में पहुंचती है. That the country is so beautiful, it is so green, there are so many trees, so many forests. और उसी वजह से हमें पता है कि हमें हमारे फॉरेस्ट से कितने फॉसल फ्यूल्स मिलते हैं और उनसे हमें कितना ज़्यादा बेनिफिट हो सकता है ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. हमारी जो वुड है वो एक्सपोर्ट भी हो सकती है. जो डेड ट्रीज होते हैं उनकी वुड एक्सपोर्ट हो सकती है. सो द पर्सन हु प्लांट्स अ ट्री, ही प्लांट्स द नेशंस ग्रोथ. And this growth stirs in the heart who plants a tree. Stirs means moves in his heart who plants a tree. The person who plants a tree, उसके दिल में अपने नेशन को ग्रो करवाने की इच्छा हमेशा रहती है. उसी इच्छा से वो ट्री प्लांट करता है. Let's revise what you have studied in this stanza. The person who plants a tree plants saplings, leaf and wood for the love of home and loyalty towards the neighborhood. And he also thinks about the welfare of the people, the general public. He leaves his blessings on the neighborhood and he holds in his hand the growth of his land. And his nation grows, and the praise of his nation goes from one country to another. And this is the thinking which the person has in mind while planting a tree. वो अपने नेशन की ग्रोथ करवाना चाहता है और इसी वजह से वो उस ट्री को प्लांट करना चाहता है. So this was all in the poem. I hope that you have understood the benefits of planting a tree, and you know that in current situation हमारे लिए अभी ट्रीज को प्लांट करना कितना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी हो गया है. इस पैंडमिक ने हमें बता दिया कि ऑक्सीजन की कितनी ज़्यादा नीड है हमें, और विदाउट ऑक्सीजन कितने सारे लोगों की डेथ हो रही है. तो अगर आप अभी भी एक अपने मन में डिसाइड कर लो कि आपको ट्री प्लांट करना है, एटलीस्ट अगर हर एक स्टूडेंट एक ट्री प्लांट करेगा ना, तो शायद आप जब बड़े हो जाओगे तब आपको इतनी ज़्यादा इस ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर्स की ज़रूरत नहीं होगी. जो लोगों की डेथ्स हो रही हैं ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर्स की वजह से, लैक ऑफ ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर्स की वजह से, वो डेथ्स नहीं होंगी. सी वी नो दैट दिस पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन विल सम और द अदर डे इम्प्रूव. हम दोबारा से अपनी उस न्यू नॉर्मल लाइफ में आ जाएंगे, लेकिन हमें अब इस जो बैड एटमॉस्फेयर चल रहा है, जो बैड इन्वायरमेंट चल रहा है, हमें अपने चारों तरफ जो चल रहा है हमारे, उससे हमें कुछ ना कुछ तो लेसन लेना ही पड़ेगा. सो इट्स बेटर टू प्लांट अ ट्री, and if everybody of you will try to plant even a single tree, it would make your earth a heaven. I assure you, your city, your earth will become as it is a heaven. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the video, and I request you to not to move out of your houses until and unless it is very much urgent. Remain in your houses, be safe, and ask your family members also not to move out of the houses until and unless it is urgent. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Take care.